Hello, this is Chef Anna. Hey, thank you so much for being here and allow me to open up this channel to show you what I can do to present you my very own versions of cooking recipes. Today, very diverse uh, Oriental dish that's widely used in different countries. It also widely used in my own family because we were born in such a diverse cultures and family dynamic. So all these foods was taught when I was very young, when great grandma was still alive. I was fortunate enough to have met my great grandparents on both sides, and then my great grandma, and then my mom. So all these recipes, all this cooking has been passed down from generation to generation, and it came down to me because I love cooking. So I cherish all this recipe. I don't have everything right down. It came onto my mind how many people I'm cooking for. I just chop and put in the pot and stir and share. So so I'm so used to doing that, so it's so difficult for me to meticulously measure a little bit at a time. I'm like, I'm not used to this, but because I wanted you to also have the joys of cooking with me, so then I learned how to measure it correct way. But then my way also like chop, and throw everything in the pot and stir, and it's been good so far. To me, if it's too salty, then I add more meat or water. If it's too light, and I just add more ingredients. And if it's too big, then we'll save it for later. If it's too little, so we'll cook it again another time. So I always been taught this way. So for me to like meticulously measure everything down to a little portion, a little scoop, a little cup for you, I learned how to do that part. So I hope that you enjoy my cooking, because you're still here. It means that we good together. So I'm so grateful that you've been supporting my channels, and it's growing, and I appreciate that. And I owe that to all of you for being here, supporting me, and click like, click share, and click views, and subscribe, because majority of people who coming through my channels, about 90% of those who came into my channels never subscribed. Like, they just coming in like, oh well, no. So they never subscribe. So it would be nice if you could help me by subscribe, so that way I know that you appreciate me spending all this time preparing and cooking and sharing that with you. So, and I'll try my best to do my part by bringing all the ingredients of the Orientals, of the Eastern, of the Western together, because the wonderful things about cooking is that that I don't limit to my own cultural food, right? I love all kind of other cultural food as well. I love Mexican food, I love Italian food, American food, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, Laotian, Cambodian, Thai, Singaporean, and all that, and El Salvadorian. So all of these are wonderful, and your food are delicious, and I love that. I love that I'll be able to find those out, and then I simplify in my own versions and share with my own audience. So yes, Asian cooking has been in me for a long time. I don't have to go research. If I see what I like, and then I produce my own recipe, the amount of serving, amount of cooking, so that way I can share my recipe with you. I can simplify it. Most of Oriental food are very spicy. So unless you love spice like me, like 100% volumes, I don't know how they measure the spice. I gotta find that out for you. But Thai chilies are very, very hot compared to habanero, compared to ghost peppers. This is the level of the spice of hot is like shoo, it can like shoot your nose and up to your brain or something like that. But growing up eating Thai chili all my life, so habanero, don't too much, or ghost pepper, it's all right, you know, still second best or third best because eating hot food all my life from inside womb. Actually, my mom was telling me that when she was pregnant with me, and she just loved those hot chili. And the neighbors and her mom and grandma said, "Oh my goodness, don't eat so much pepper because when your baby's born, she will have no hair." Guess what? Oh, that wasn't true. I got more hair than I do now when each time I have kids, and I lost a whole bunch of hair. So I had enough just to make me look good right now. So no, you know, a lot of myth, a lot of folk tale and folk story telling you what you shouldn't do, you shouldn't eat. You know what, I just eat what I like to eat and how I prepare it, and sometimes I enjoy how people prepare theirs also. But because I have such a terrible and so many food allergies, so I would be so careful about eating other people's food because it can make me sick because I don't know what's in there, whether they put peanut sauce, whether they put peanut products in my food or not. And when I eat, then I have this swollen lip that can last for days and weeks, and it's embarrassing, especially when you have to do the videos, and I have to be on camera when I do interpreting with my other job. So to answer a lot of questions about me, people who wonder if Chef Vanna do speak all those languages that I do on my cooking show. Yes, those languages are the languages that I do speak fluently. I speak four, right? Start with Cambodian, where I was born into, and because I'm a Thai descent, that was also spoken in the family, so I already speak two languages growing up. And then when I moved to America, and I have to learn English. 17 years old, we didn't speak English, so I have to go through that transition of learning language. Otherwise, I would be needing the translator like I do for other people now. And then because I work in the mask societies and communities that speak Laotian. Laotian are the people who coming from part of Southeast Asia underneath, on the east side of Thailand is a small country known as Laos, and they're also affected by all those injustice done in the mid 1970, along with Cambodia and Vietnam. We are those three countries that were involved in such a tragic of being taken control by the communists and taken control by their own civil leaders, and end up killing a whole bunch of millions of people, especially in my country, in Cambodia. You probably heard of Khmer Rouge. So when Khmer Rouge taken over in I think it was April or July 1975, and driven everybody out of their home and then march them down to the rice fields or the wood or the work camp where it was designated. And then yes, for almost 5 years of tortures and killing, ethnic cleansings, genocides, and all that stuff. Recount about 150 of my family dead, and I never got chance to mourn the loss of my family. The remainder of us here in America, some in Australia, some in Thailand, some in Cambodia. So, make a long story short, my mom and I are planning on a trip leaving on the 26th of June, embarking toward Thailand, and then meeting with my uncle, who is my mom's younger brother. And then we'll do a little gatherings and then we'll cross the border to Cambodia to be reunited with my great aunt, who is my mom's biggest sisters, who survived the genocide, along with her 12 children, who are now such a big branch of family. So I would be the very first time, not first times, I seen them quickly in 2009, only just a few hours. I didn't embark toward my homeland or the city that I growing up at. So this time I'll be gone for about 30 days, so I have time to travel around, I have time to explore, I have time to meet, I have time to reunite with my family. So I am prepared for this trip for my mom because she feel that she may be too old to linger or even postpone her trips, so we'll make it possible for her. And the ticket was pricey at this time of season. We finally got a good price. We booked it. It's kind of short notice, but I'm glad that we were able to grab that good tickets, and we're embarking on this long journey to see my family in Thailand and in Cambodia, and hopefully that everything will goes well, and that I will enjoy this trip and be able to meet up with my family that I left behind in Thailand and in Cambodia. So I'm excited also. So hopefully that I'm able to visit different markets and explore their food in Thailand and food in Cambodia and some of those famous street food. And I saw so many on the network and on TV show. I want to be there and experience that so I can share that with you. So yes, so today we will not be cooking because I'm talking too much already. So, but I just want to let you know that I'm excited about this trip, hoping that I would be able to capture some good content so I can share with you culturally. And yes, and I appreciate you being here. Let me move on to my other videos so that I can invite you into the kitchen and we cook together. Yeah, thank you.
វីដេអូរៀងច្រើនមិញចំណាយពេលមើលតិចណាមិញចាពេលខ្លះបើពេលនេះយើងអត់មានពេលទៅមើលពេលយើងទៅដល់ស្រុកគេវិញថ្ងៃណាអត់សុកយើងបើកមើលទៅសប្បាយចិត្តវិញហ្នឹងហើយនេះដាក់ចូល YouTube ដែរអូននេះដើមឈើដែលឃើញគេគូគំនូដើមឈើនោះគេគូគំនូក្នុង TikTok YouTube គូគំនូនៅផ្ទាំងគំនូហ្នឹងណាដើមឈើមួយនេះចាយើងទៅចូលផ្លូវនេះយើងទៅចូលក្រោមផ្លូវនេះក៏បានដែរមិញចាដោយសារយើងចេញត្រឡប់ទៅផ្លូវនេះវិញ